Hello students, welcome back to NEET World channel. This is Narayani, I am your biology educator. So in previous class we completed the kingdom Protista. In that mainly we completed two which includes the dinoflagellates and chrysophytes. So remaining let's discuss today. So before I am starting this session students, I would like to inform very important news for you here all of you. So the batches are already started students. So the next batch is going to start from the August 20 and till this month and only this offer is there. If you are really passionate about your dream, so we are providing it just rupees 3,333 per month. Yes, if you are really passionate, this is the best platform. The plenty of demo classes are available in our YouTube session. Go through that that demo sessions. So you will get online fee just per rupees per month 3,333 per month. Yes, and you got live plus recording sessions and all that, along with that well crafted study material is provided. If you are really dedicated to your goal, if you watch live plus recording sessions, if you not miss any day of the class and you will do that well crafted study material in your upcoming of NEET and the AP set examinations, you will get definitely a good rank in your examinations. So what are you waiting for? Grab this opportunity. It's a very limited offer and limited seats are available. And one more important thing students, this is our Telegram group channel. By scanning this QR code, you can get access our Telegram group. So what are the benefits by access our Telegram group? So for any competitive examination, doing the mocks is very important. Doing the bits is very important. So we are dropping everyday daily quizzes of biology, chemistry, physics and mathematics, and we are freely informing our live class schedules in the Telegram group right there. And whatever the free resources are there, we are daily keeping in that free resources. And one-on-one doubt solving sessions will be there. If you have any doubt with concerned faculty, you can directly drop your message in the Telegram group. By that particular lecturer will clarify all your doubts. So what are you waiting for? Further any queries you can contact by this number. It is offline available and the courses are offline as well as online is available. If you want to come to offline students, please come to our institute which is present in Narayanguda, Hyderabad. If you want to join through online, get back to this number with us. Then we will give you all the information about the online course. So let's not delay the today's session. Let's start our today's session. So we completed the kingdom Protista, includes chrysophytes, dinoflagellates and euglenoids, slime molds, right? So in that we know, I already said to in this chapter we have to focus mainly these 4 questions, and out of these 4 questions we have completed the 2 questions which is chrysophytes and dinoflagellates. Let's fastly recap the dinoflagellates and chrysophytes and get back to the today's topic. So we completed the chrysophytes and dinoflagellates, right? So today we look into the euglenoids and write the role of fungi in our daily life. So in the which structure the chrysophytes are we can see in the soap box like structure. They are fit like the soap box like structure. What is the cell wall is made up of? The chrysophytes students, which is made up of silica. It is hard to destroy. So under the depth of the oceans, they are having the reservoir like the diatomaceous earth is formed by like layers, right? So because the chrysophytes which are there, what will happen? The deposition of silica will be present and in that layer only the again new chrysophytes. So in the depth of the oceans, after the depth of the chrysophytes, they will be remain as a layer because the silica is a very hard to destroy. So another living chrysophytes will be grow over there. They form several layers. So and over the billion of years it forms a diatomaceous earth. So having that cell wall is made up of silica, it has having the gritty structure. It is having the gritty hard structure. So which mainly used in the polishing of glasses and which filtration of syrups and all that. Got it? So this is mostly found in the fresh and marine water, and it is like float on the water like planktons, right? They are mostly photosynthetic, right? They have the structure like how they appear, students. They having the soap box like structure, which is just as like fitting like this, right? Just they have the fitting like this. So they having the two shells. The one is the epitheca, and the under which is covered is hypotheca, which having the cell wall is made up of silica, which is made up of silica, and they reproduce by asexually by binary fission and sexually by gametes. Got it? So, and these chrysophytes includes diatoms and golden algae. Coming to the next question, that is dinoflagellates. So what is the special feature of the dinoflagellates, students? That they exhibit the property called bioluminescence, which emits the light because of they are having the chemical called lucifera, right? They have the chemical called lucifera. With this, the chemical reactions, they emit the light, which mostly is in the dark conditions, which is in the mostly unpolluted areas, right? This is kingdom, it is come under the dinoflagellates. Chrysophytes are coming to the kingdom called Protista. They are also called as ancestors of plants and animals. Why they are called as ancestors of plants and animals? They have the link between the plants, animals and fungi, because they are having the well developed nucleus. Where they have the well developed nucleus, the nucleus is covered by nuclear envelope, and the cell organelles also will be seen, right? The chrysophyte cell wall is made up of silica, right? And now the dinoflagellates. The dinoflagellate cell having the stiff cellulose, is made up of stiff cellulose, which is mostly found in marine water, and we all say that Red Sea. So it is due to the rapid multiplication of these dinoflagellates seen to appear like half a part of the sea is look like the red in color. It's mostly by the dinoflagellate name Gonilex in the Mediterranean Sea. Got it? They appear in different colors because of they having the different pigments, and they have released the toxins also, which is very harmful to the animalcules, which means marine fishes and animals also, right? And this dinoflagellate shows the mesokaryon type. What is meant by mesokaryon, students? So see, in eukaryotes, they are having the true nucleus, right? So the histones, are the packaging materials which forms the DNA packing as a structural units, forms the nucleosomes, right? But in dinoflagellates, it will be that the histones are absent. These histone proteins are absent. In eukaryotes, how it will be there? The histones are the proteins which make up the DNA packaging and forms the structural units called nucleosomes, right? Structural units called nucleosomes. But in these dinoflagellates, these histones are absent. So that is why the reason the nucleus will be condensed in the interphase. Due to the absence of histones, the nucleus is called mesokaryon, which means intermediate between the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Got it? So the nucleus has the condensed chromosomes which will be seen in interphase. Got it? And they have the two flagella. So as I said to you already, students, they are having the structure called like the interblocking, right? They are having the structure called like this. Wait. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. They are having the structures called like this, interblocking, blocking. So they are having the one transverse flagella, which means sorry, they are having the one longitudinal flagella and another one which is having the which is like the overlapping, which means curling in the transverse, which again comes to the center of the where it is started. So it helps in spinning. It shows the whirlpool-like conditions. That is why it is called drilling ribs. They are also called as drilling ribs. The flagellas produce spinning movements, right? By the spinning movements, they will move to the one place to another, right? So those are called drilling ribs. So marine dinoflagellates like Nautiluca show bioluminescence. Which dinoflagellates show the bioluminescence? Means the best example is Nautiluca. Got it? And the toxins also released by these dinoflagellates may harm the many animalcules, which means the marine animals, fishes and all that. Got it? So this is about the question of dinoflagellates, right? This having shows the mesokaryon type. Got it? Due to the absence of histones. They are found in mostly fresh or marine water. They are mostly found in fresh water. Got it? So and the cell wall has the stiff cellulose. Coming to the chrysophytes, the cell wall is silica. And here the cell wall is made up of stiff cellulose. Got it? So coming to the next question. Sorry students, they are mostly in the marine water, and coming to the chrysophytes, there are the fresh and marine water. Coming to the euglenoids, they are the freshwater organisms. So chrysophytes are found both marine and freshwater, and dinoflagellates are marine water, and euglenoids of the kingdom Protista are mostly freshwater and are mainly found in stagnant water. Got it? Now see the question, euglenoids. So before we are knowing about the euglenoids, so what is the example of the euglenoids? These come under the kingdom of Protista. These come under the kingdom of Protista, and the best example of the euglenoids is Euglena. The best example is Euglena. So see here. So the next euglenoids, right? So the example of the euglenoids is Euglena. So they are mostly found in fresh water. They are mostly found in fresh water or stagnant water. So they don't have cell wall. The cell wall is absent in these euglenoids. Cell wall is absent. Due to the cell wall is absent, but the cell membrane is made up of the protein rich layer called pellicle, which is made up of pellicle. Got it? They are photosynthetic. And also heterotrophic. So they are exhibiting photosynthesis by having the pigments called chlorophyll A, B and also xanthophyll. And coming to the heterotrophic, they are exhibiting the mixed type of nutrition. They are having shows the phagocytosis. They show the phagocytosis. When there is availability of sunlight, they exhibit the photosynthetic mode. And when there is no availability of sunlight, they are showing the heterotrophic condition, which means the phagocytosis, which means they are exhibiting the two types of nutritions. So this Euglena exhibiting the mixed trophic nutrition. exhibiting the mixed trophic nutrition. Got it? So when there is availability of photosynthesis, which means light, so it will take up by the eye spot, by the stigma. Due to that they will produce their own food by the having the pigments called chlorophyll A, B and xanthophylls. Coming to the heterotrophic nutrition, when there is no availability of light, they are depending on the other organisms by exhibiting the phagocytosis. That is why euglenoids are considered as a link between plants and animals. As they are exhibiting the photosynthetic conditions, they are linking of the plants. And what is the condition they are exhibiting the animals? They doesn't have cell wall. They doesn't have cell wall. That is why the kingdom Protista, especially the euglenoids, are considered as the ancestors of the multicellular organisms like animals and plants also. Got it? So let's see the question now. So see here. 1 minute students. So here I given the structure of the euglena also. So how it is exhibiting exactly I will explain now here itself. 1 minute students. Okay. So see here. 1 minute. Okay. So see here. Here they ask the question, what are the characteristic features of euglenoids? They show the mixed trophic nutrition, right? So they are command the kingdom of Protista. They are command in the kingdom of Protista. As the most habitat of these Protista kingdoms, they are mostly aquatic. So they are group of unicellular flagellates. They are group of unicellular flagellate eukaryotes, which means the flagella mainly involves in the locomotion, which means movement. They have the two flagella. One is a long whip-like structure flagella and another one is small flagella. This area we call it as gullet. So when there is a sunlight, these euglena prepare their own food. They made their own food, right? Because they have the pigments which exactly exhibiting like the characteristic feature of plants, right? Coming to when there is no food, when there is no availability of food, here the small flagella is there, right? It shows the spinning movements. Exactly like when you have take the glass of water and this with spoon you are mixing some sugar. So when you are mixing that, the all particles will be commanded at the center, right? Likewise, this small flagella which shows the spinning movements just like whirlpool movements. So they show that this is the food availability right here. Think that this is the food availability right here. By spinning that, by spinning this flagella, they are incorporating into this food into inside of it and utilizing it and show exhibiting the condition of a heterotrophic condition. Got it, students? Let's see. So euglenoids belong to the kingdom Protista and they have the unicellular flagellate eukaryotes. One is long flagella, one is short flagella. So they are mostly seen in fresh stagnant water and the dinoflagellates are mostly seen in marine water and chrysophytes mostly available in fresh and marine water, right? So the best example of the euglenoids is euglene is the best example. Their body structure is covered by protein layer called pellicle. In this cell wall is present in the euglenoids? No, the cell wall is absent in the euglenoids. Into that they don't have the cell body, they have the protein rich layer called pellicle. That is why it is exhibiting the character of animals. So as it is exhibiting the both characteristic features of the photosynthesis for plants and doesn't have the cell wall of like animals, they are showing the mixed trophic nutrition. And also they are showing that is why they are considered as a link between the plants and animals must and should. And they are also considered as the ancestors of the multicellular animals like plants, fungi and also animals. Got it? So now see the question of the remaining question here. So see, here onwards you see the particularly the, because the structure itself explaining you the question here. So see here, they have two flagella, one is short and other one is long. So for the long flagella will helps in the locomotion, which is moving, and the short flagella what is doing? It is doing in helps in the spinning movement. So if there is availability of food here, it will taking inside its gullet and performing the heterotrophic nutrition, dependent type of nutrition, right? So the anterior part of the, see, they have two flagella, one it is short, other one is long. Got it? Now see, the anterior part of the body, which means the anterior part of the body having the cytostome, having the cytostome, and the cytophanix, and the reservoir, and the reservoir. So the cytostome is the mouth. The cytostome is the mouth. The cytostome is the mouth, right? And the reservoir food which will be stored in the reservoir. Got it? And having the one eye spot or stigma. So here it is the stigma is there. See, this is the stigma. So what is the function of this stigma? It exhibits the phototaxis, which means the movement which lead towards the light. So when it is moved towards the light, it can prepare their own food, right? So that is why the work of the stigma is the phototaxis. So see, one eye spot or stigma is present on the membrane reservoir. Where it exactly present? In the, see, this is the membrane reservoir. So it exactly present right there. It involved in the perception of light stimulus. Wherever the light is there, it is leads to move like that, and there helps in the production of their food, preparation of their food, because it having the photosensitive red orange pigments called astaxanthin present in that stigma eye spot. Got it? So coming to the its reproduction. So they mostly exhibit the longitudinal binary fission. We all know that what is binary fission, students. So when the parent having favorable conditions, what it will do? It become twice in amount, right? After that it will divide its nucleus and everything of its body parts. Then it will divide, and the one parent becomes the two individuals of the daughter cells, right? So likewise, see, this is the structure of the, this is the structure of the euglenoid, right? When it is having the favorable conditions, what it will do? It will become twice in amount. It will become twice in amount. But when in the reproduction, when it is going to the reproduction, binary fission, the two flagella will be lost. The two flagella will be lost, and they will become twice in amount, right? They will become twice in amount, and just exactly like it will forms. So exactly like this it will appear. So whatever the nucleus, other cell organelles, and they having the contractile vacuole, reservoir, stigma, everything will be copied. So then after copying of everything, it will be the daughter cell will be divided. So the one parent cell forms the two daughter cells. Got it? This is how the longitudinal binary fission, which means it is occurring like this. So transverse, you all know the transverse section will be like this. It is not transverse binary fission. It is the longitudinal binary fission. It is exactly appearing like this. The the parent individual forming the two daughter cells exactly like this, which means it is exhibiting the longitudinal binary fission. Got it? And they exhibiting the palmilla stage. What is meant by palmilla stage? So when there is a adverse conditions, so when the favorable conditions is okay, then they are exhibiting the longitudinal binary fission, everything is okay. When the adverse conditions happening, so it is not suitable to their surviving conditions, what they will do? So there is a loss of the flagella, and they comes under the group like colony of Mars, right, and they cover with the mucilaginous gelatinous sheath, and they will be present. So this is how they are protecting themselves, right. So this is how they are protecting themselves from the adverse conditions by the mechanical damage to them. But when there is a available conditions or favorable conditions, again it is okay. See, when there is high salinity conditions are there, or else nutrient depletion is occur. So they form the mass like structure, colonies like structure, and they lost the locomotion, which means by they lost the flagella, and they forms like all euglena comes under one group, under one shelter. They form the mucilaginous sheath. They form the mucilaginous sheath, right. So they are protecting from the mechanical damage. When there are favorable conditions occur, again the water bodies are normal, there is no high salinity conditions, then again they will disperse and they form the flagella, and this is how they survive in the extreme environment conditions. Got it? That stage we call it as they are forming they are retracting its flagella, and they are again get back to the, they are protecting themselves by the mucilaginous sheath. That state we call it as palmilla stage, right. So this palmilla stage will be seen in the adverse conditions when the environment is not suitable to this survival. They show this palmilla stage. So all euglena will be come under one group, like, and they form the colony or mass, and they form the gelatinous sheath around them and protecting themselves. So this thick hard gelatinous sheath will not allow to damage this inside the euglenoids. So when the favorable conditions occur, again they will survive, and again the regeneration of the flagella will be seen. Again they are performing all the activities of the euglenoids. Got it? That stage we call it as palmilla stage. So when there is no adverse conditions, they are forming the colony of Mars, and they are retracting its flagella and all that. That stage we call it as palmilla stage is seen. Got it? Now see, they are autotrophic. Of course they are autotrophic. They are having the pigments called chlorophyll A, B, and also xanthophylls. They are exhibiting they are preparing its own food, right. So that is why they are come under the autotrophic conditions. But in the absence of sunlight, when there is no availability of sunlight, they are exhibiting the heterotrophic condition. They are depending upon the other organisms. How they are depending? This small flagella will be there, no? They create the spinning movements like a whirling ropes, right? This is the food particles will be taken by this spinning movements. Exactly like the glass full of water. When you are keeping the one spoon of sugar, if you mix it like this, the particles will come under the center. Like that, by spinning movements, they are taking into the inside the body, and it is absorbing the nutrients. Got it? That is why euglena showing the mixed trophic nutrition. Euglena showing the mixed trophic nutrition. So as they are having the photosynthetic condition, and also they don't have the cell wall, especially they are mainly connecting the interlink between the plant, fungi, and also animals. That is why they are considered as the multicellular ancestors, right. This is about the question of euglenoids. Now let's discuss the fourth question, which is the last question of this chapter. See here, this question is about the fungi. So this is the kingdom about fungi. So before I am explaining this question, see, I will say you very clear way. So what is required for this question, I will say. So remaining part we will discuss in the MSET corner of point when we are discussing the MSET corner point. So then we will discuss. So for this question, how much it is important, I will say that. Okay. So see, here the kingdom fungi. Here the kingdom fungi. So these are plant-like microorganisms. They are plant-like microorganisms, but they lack chlorophyll. But they lack chlorophyll. But they lack, one minute. But they lack chlorophyll. But they lack chlorophyll. As they don't have the chlorophyll, they mostly exhibiting the condition of the heterotrophic. Heterotrophic condition. They mostly found in moist conditions and damp places, which means wherever the moisture content is more, we can see the fungi. That is the most suitable place of the fungi. So the more they mainly exhibit the nutrition of heterotrophic nutrition. This kingdom fungi mostly includes multicellular organisms only. Multicellular organisms only. But the best example of they have the unicellular organisms like yeast. Unicellular organism like yeast. And multicellular organisms are like, this is the unicellular organism of microscopic, which we cannot be seen with naked eyes. Here it is having the multicellular microscopic. Multicellular only, they are having the microscopic in structure. The best example is Rhizopus. And they are having the macroscopic multicellular organisms like mushrooms. Like mushrooms. They are having the many beneficial corner of point of view, because the commercially exploited the yeast, which mainly involves in the production of yeast. The yeast mainly involves in the making of bread, beer and all that through the process of fermentation process. It is a biological process which will sugar converts into, the glucose converts into sugar and ethanol, and production of carbon dioxide too. Got it? So here the spongy nature of the cakes, bread is due to this yeast. Due to this yeast, because there is a production of carbon dioxide along with the ethanol. Got it? And they have the many many beneficial corner of point of view also. This kingdom fungi we can see the the antibiotic name penicillium. The antibiotic name penicillium. The antibiotic named penicillium, penicillin, which is made up of the fungi name called penicillium. Penicillium. Not only antibiotic students, and also it having the mainly edible condition also, because most mushrooms, the macroscopic multicellular mushrooms, are also mostly they are edible. So who are consuming on the plant, who are based on the plant products, plant based foods. So as the who are consuming the both animals and plants, they are having the proteins are more in number on the account of the, they are depending on various organisms like chicken, right? So like that. So they have getting the various proteins of different organisms, but who are mainly are based on the plant based foods. It is the one of the most having the high proteinaceous nature. The edible mushrooms having the vitamin B2, B6 and having the mainly property of called selenium, phosphorus, iron, copper, all the minerals are there in the mushrooms. So which mainly boosts up the immunity and helps in the antioxidant stress. So mainly they are mainly beneficial to the in the corner of minerals uptake of the humans. Got it? So here it is showing the nutritional value by the mushrooms, and they are involving in the making of antibiotics, and the commercial purpose they are mainly used in the bread making, fermentation, right. So now see, as we are saying they are exhibiting the heterotrophic condition, means mainly they are depending on the other organisms for the food. They exhibiting the saprophytes also, which means they observe organic matter of the dead substrates and helps to their survival, which mainly based on the food of dead substrates, and they observe the organic nutrients. So some are parasitic, which means they cause diseases to plants and also animals. Plants and also animals. Plants and also animals. Got it? Some are saprophytic, some are parasitic, some are symbionts also, which means they are mutual in benefit. Some are exhibiting as symbiosis, which means they are symbionts also. So the best example is lichens. The association of algae and fungi, they are depending on each other. So mutual relationship is there. Some are exhibiting this symbionts also, right. Some are exhibiting the parasitic mode of nutrition by depending on the other organisms and causing the diseases. Mainly the plant diseases are wheat rust and also white spots on the leaves of mustard leaves. These are all the parasitic mode of nutrition which are exhibiting they are harming the other animals, as they are having the beneficial side and also they are having the harmful side. So they are asking about the mainly in this particular chapter of this question, they are asking what is the role of fungi in your day-to-day life. Got it? So this is what about the fungi, and what else we are not discussed at. So the reproduction, right. Coming to its reproduction, here it is visible now. Okay. Reproduction. Coming to its reproduction. So they reproduce by the vegetative mode of method, and asexual method, as well as sexual method. Coming to the vegetative methods, what are the methods they are following? Like they are following the fragmentation, got it, fission, got it. So this is how they are budding process, they are involving all the process as the vegetative reproduction. Coming to the asexual mode of reproduction, asexual mode of reproduction occurs by spores like conidiospores, got it, they are sporangiospores or zoospores. Coming to the sexual mode of reproduction, it occurs by the basidiospores, ascospores, right, conidiospores, ascospores, basidiospores and all that. So they are having forming the special distinct features like structures called fruiting bodies, and the sexual cycle mainly involves in karyogamy, which means the fusion of nuclei. Karyogamy means, karyo means nucleus, gamy means fusion, got it. But the sexual cycle occurs by the fusion of nuclei. And the plasmogamy, which means the fusion of protoplasm, which means the non-motile spores or the motile spores which combines to form the protoplasm, combines to form the plasmogamy. And they form the zygotic formation also, results in the formation of haploid spores. We will very well discuss when we are discussing the MCET corner point of view. So for the question, these not all are required. So what is the beneficial side and what will be the disadvantages of the fungi, that we will learn to this question is quite enough. As we are discussing the IPE boards, so I will say about the advantages and disadvantages. After these 4 questions are completed, we will discuss in the MCET corner of point of view, we will discuss a chapter very clearly and we will do the bits also. Then you will get the very sure about, clear idea about it. So coming to the, coming to the question, let's see here students. So here is the last and foremost question of the biological classification. So see here students, 1 minute. So here they are asking about the what is the role of fungi in our day-to-day life. What is the role of fungi in your day-to-day life? So see, the role of fungi in our day-to-day life, which means as there is a boon, as there is a bane also, right? So as they are having the advantages of fungi, they are having the disadvantages of the fungi also. Let's see. Yeast is a unicellular fungus. Yeast is the best example of the unicellular fungus is the yeast. Yeast is the unicellular fungi. And one more important thing students, these structures as they are microscopic microscopic multicellular fungi, or the macroscopic, which means can be seen with the naked eyes, the multicellular fungi which as they are made up of hyphae, which means when we are examining through the microscopic level of these rhizopus or the mushrooms, they are made up of interlocking connecting structures like this. So they are having the interlocking structures like this. They call it as hyphae. They call it as hyphae. These hyphae are vast in number and interconnecting with each other and interlocking with each other, that we call it as a mycelium. That we call it as a mycelium. It will this hyphae may be the septite or non-septite. Non-septite. So all the fungus, the kingdom fungi, which are made up of the mainly the body structure, the multicellular organisms of the fungi, mainly made up of hyphae. When we are examining, when you are deep into the level of this, examining these multicellular fungi, they are having the structures of long filamentous structures called hyphae, and they are interlocking with vast number of hyphae interlocking with each other. Those we call it as mycelium. These hyphae may be of separate or non-separate. I will show you the picture of it, then you can know about it students. 1 minute. So 1 minute students. So 1 minute, I will show the picture of it. Okay, I think the picture is not available here. Okay, not a problem. When I am saying the MZ point of view, then we will discuss there. Okay, exactly how the separate and non-separate will be. There is no partition for the non-separate, which is also called as sinusotic. So this is the hyphae thing, and they having the multinucleate will be seen, and they will be like they are not like partition is not there. Here you are seeing the partition, right, for the multicellular nucleus, right? So this is the separate. This condition is separate. So coming to the hyphae is like this. There is no separation, partition is there. That is called as a non-separate or sinusotic condition. Got it? Now see the advantages. So yeast is a unicellular fungus. It is used in the commercial purpose, mainly the making of bread and beer. Bread and beer. So what the best example of the unicellular fungus is yeast. Yeast is the unicellular fungus example. The multicellular fungus example is rhizopus. Multicellular microscopic example is rhizopus, and multicellular macroscopic is the mushrooms, right? So okay, this kingdom fungi includes how the protista, the kingdom of protista includes dinoflagellates, chrysophytes and euglenoids and slime molds. Like that also, this kingdom fungi includes ascomycetes, basidiomycetes, deuteromycetes and phycomycetes. These are the 4 groups which are included in this kingdom of fungi. We will discuss in the further classes. Now we will discuss this question. So they are mainly important in the making of commercial products like bread and beer, and also antibiotic like penicillin. Antibiotic like penicillin, which mainly obtained from the fungus called penicillium. Which is fungus called penicillium. And the mushrooms are agaricious. The scientific name is agaricious morels, truffles are the common edible fungus which having the mainly important vitamins called B2, B6, selenium, minerals like selenium, phosphorus, iron, copper, which mainly involves in the boosting of the boosting of the immunity, and which mainly which means they mainly involves in the protects from the antioxidants, right? So antibiotics. So these are all they having the vitamin structures is very high. The main having the selenium in it, which helps in the building up of the nervous system and brain development. Got it? So coming to the disadvantages of the fungi, which means as they are exhibiting the parasitic mode of nutrition, which means they are harming the other organisms like plants and also animals. See, some fungi cause disease in plants. So this is the red rot disease. This is the red rot disease occurs by the sugar cane. Occurs to the sugar cane by the fungus name called Calectotrichum. 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 And rust disease, which is also called wheat rust disease, by the Puccinia. By the fungus name called Puccinia. And white spots, these are the white spots of the mustard leaves by Olbigo. White spots on mustard leaves by the fungus name called Olbigo. These are the disadvantages of the fungi. So for this question, this this is the sufficient matter for the question. So this is what about the today's session, students. We complete the 4 questions of this chapter, and next we'll go and look into the MSET point of view. As you are in this chapter, we'll discuss the MSET point of view also. Stay tuned to my classes. Then we'll discuss more information, and we'll do the many more multiple choice questions, which are previous year paper questions. We'll do that. Got it? So once, 1 minute, I'll show one these questions. Okay. So we completed the euglenoids question and chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, and also fungi, right? So these are all 3 are from the chapter of, these are all come under the kingdom of Protista, right? Protista. So we discussed about the role of the fungi in our day-to-day life also. Got it? So let's meet in the tomorrow session, children. So this is what about the today's session. Before I am winding up the class, students, I would like to inform very important news for you, all of you. The new batch is already started from the August 15th onwards, and it is very limited offer, and we have announced this NEET long term program for just rupees 3,333 per month. Yes, if you are pursuing 11th and 12th, now you are the college goers, so this is the best platform. By taking the main advantages of 11th and 12th students is, if you are take the parallel coaching from now onwards, what will happen? You will get the very good rank in your upcoming examination called NEET and EAP set examinations. And for you people who are dedicated, you are really passionate about your dream, this is the best platform, because we are giving very affordable price for just rupees 3,333 per month. Yes. So what are the benefits you get by joining in our special program? So you will get live plus recording classes. So if you have missed the live class, you can watch it out n number of times in our app name called MedWorld. If you want to join offline, you can happily come to your institute name called NEET World, present in Narayanguda. So if you are 12th completed students who want to take the long term with us, we have hostel facility also. So here you will get the one-on-one mentorship and career guidance program is also available, and mainly the particular lecturers will be clear all your doubt sessions. And for the online people also, there will be doubt clearing sessions and one-on-one mentor support will be given. So if you are really passionate, this is the best platform for you, because we are offering just rupees 3,333 per month. Further queries, you can contact the down scrolling number, otherwise you can keep in a comment section of what are the your required any queries of yours. Got it? So this is the special program, and students, along with this we are providing well crafted study material also, that you not need to pay extra fee. So that includes the fee. So if you listen thoroughly our classes, recording sessions, and you will do the study material, it's enough to far more enough to secure the good rank in your upcoming competitive examinations like NEET and also APSET. So what are you waiting for? This is the best platform. Grab this opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity. And also join in our Telegram group, students. It's quite beneficial to you. By you doing the mocks, you get confidence. So as we are dropping daily quiz of biology, chemistry, physics and mathematics, and the pre-live class schedules also will be dropping there. Purely information is giving for you. So thereby you can join on time with us. And what are the free resources are there, we are providing there. And mainly one-on-one doubt solving sessions will be there right in the Telegram group. So further queries, you can contact this number. So this is what about the today's session, students. Thank you.